Hey, morning guys. It is Friday morning here at the Oldbarn Homestead. My name is Gary. Just wanted to give you some updates on things. I brought this out here because David, who's one of the viewers that watches the channel and previously purchased one of the small flags, saw it and was interested in it. He also heard me mention something about making a Cubs sign and went ahead and placed an order for that. So that was cool. And I've got, Tom Noble, who has expressed interest but not really placed an order yet. So I'm probably going to make 3 of those Cub things once I get around to doing the CAD work on it and getting it ready to cut. But anyway, David saw this in the video and was asking about it, and decided he wants this as well. So he wants a Cubs thing and this. Now, I mentioned in the video that I've got a back plate made for it, and the back plate is a solid piece, and it's a two-tone. It's got white around the perimeter of it, so that behind the letters it shows up in white, and I've not really seen it together yet, but it should make those letters really pop with the white behind it. And then the center that's back behind the center logo there, it's the candy red with the swirls and all, because the Marine Corps logo is the red and gold, together. So it should look pretty well. This is the only thing I've done in the candy gold so far. I was really happy with how it turned out. It just has a really cool look, and the swirls, on the eagle and all, just kind of give it a cool effect. So I want to just pull this out and get a good look at it here for David, just to so he can double check, make sure this is what he wants. And so David, if you're watching, check that out. I'll show you a couple things I'm working on and some videos I'm working on. I just uploaded a video on that lifting magnet, and I was moving some stuff around and changing some things with that, and so I thought while I had it partially apart, I'll just go ahead and make a video on it. So I did that. Eco Mouse, he is part-time channel troll, part-time systems administrator chasing off other trolls, and part-time CAD designer consultant. A couple of different guys had mentioned these offcuts over here, that they thought shelf brackets would be something that I could cut out of those because of this particular shape right here that you end up with. And so I drug one of these carcasses out and threw it up on the table yesterday, and cut out a couple of these shelf brackets, because Eco Mouse took the time. He first of all sent me some, and I don't know if he had designed those himself or he just found it online and sent it to me, but they were some different sort of mechanical looking shelf brackets that were CAD files, DXF files, that had a cool look to them. And then I had told him that I would think it'd be really cool to do this web, Gothic Jesse James style look. And so this is what he sent me back. So I know he designed this up from scratch, and it really came out pretty cool. And he did a tab and slot design on it, so that it self-aligns and self-centers, and you can weld it together. So I'm going to turn these into kits and sell them. He might be looking at this going, well, that doesn't look like what I designed for you. And you're right. I went ahead and added an extension on here in Fusion 360 and a hole, because I am going to make there'll be 2 of these, and they'll be mounted like that, and that's a 3/4 inch hole for a 3/4 inch rod to go through to mount my paper that's for shipping stuff, so I can get that mounted up on the wall. So I think that'll be kind of a cool thing to show it as. So I can sell it as, you could use that as a paper towel rack, if you wanted something really cool looking. And, or masking paper, whatever you want. And then I'll have a version of it that doesn't have the top and bottom plate, that would just be yeah, here's one. This is just a top you know, this one doesn't have the extension on it with the hole through it. So this could just be a regular, you know, gusset to go on a table, you know, if you wanted to do something cool. I can't fit it in there for the clamps and other crap, but I'll, here, we'll do it here. So if you wanted to, you know, if you were building a desk or, you know, a shop table or something and wanted to add some cool decorative feature, you could just have a gusset that you could weld in there. And that version of it, I'll nip those tabs off in the CAD so they don't cut out. Or if you wanted to just make a shelf, then you would do the tab and slot with these plates that go, you know, on the top and bottom of it, and have I added an extra hole in this one that will take a 3/8 inch lag bolt, because, you know, if you're going to put a shelf or something heavy like that, these little screws here, you know, I don't think it's enough, and a 3/8 lag bolt into a stud is going to be really secure. So I had added that in there as well. So big shout out to EcoMouse, and appreciate all he does to help me keep some of these trolls away. He engages in a lot of the discussion with these guys on my behalf, and you know, so I appreciate that, because some of them give me a hard time, but I'm not complaining about that. That's all good. Just giving a shout out to EcoMouse. And you know, if I end up making millions of dollars off selling this stuff, you know, I'm thinking about like sending a $20 gift certificate to McDonald's to EcoMouse, just as a thank you for making me a millionaire off of these web gussets. Anyway, I got some stuff in. I'll be showing you this. I sort of showed it a little bit, but I've just started to work with them a little bit. These different clamps that are fit down in the table, and just really cool. You know, they're self-adjusting, and they have a tension screw here that you set how much how much pressure you want. But no matter what thickness you put on there, you know, whether it's I might have already showed this in a video, I can't remember, whether it's, you know, that thickness there, you see it clamp that down, and I'm pulling the whole table with it. Sorry about all the shaky cam. Or here's a one inch piece. Raise that up as well. Of course, I've got the vice grip style clamps that Reid Eichner sent me. And speaking of Reid, he sent me this called a scrape-n-burr for prepping and deburring your plasma parts. And I think you can use it for other stuff as well, but it'll help you get the burrs off the back. And I'm gonna show that and those in a video coming up probably here this weekend sometime, because I think they can actually work together. You know, like if I take these guys and see the dross on the back of it, well, I need to be able to clean that off of there. So I need to, you know, be handy to have a station set up that I didn't always have to adjust for whatever, you know, whatever I'm putting up there because of the thickness of it. I could just always get an instant clamp and then go to knocking the burrs off of it with my new trusty scrape-n-burr. So Reid, thank you, sir, for sending that. And Clamps Plus sent me those. And you know, not to be a paid advertiser, you know, obviously he sent them to me for me to show them in a video. And this is stuff I'm going to use here. You know, I'm not going to just randomly take gifts for free and start hawking people's stuff that I don't think would be of value to people on my channel, because before you know it, you'll be like, you know, I would be like other channels around here that you see that every video they're making is showing off some, you know, trying to sell you something. And after a little while, that kind of gets old. But if it's something valuable and meaningful that you could use around the shop, and you don't do it in an overly, you know, slick salesman kind of way, then I think it, you know, provides value to people that watch the channel. So there's several different styles of these. There's those right there, and then he sent me 4 or 5 different ones. This one here is kind of cool. That's got a, you know, if you've got an odd angle that you can't get to, it's, you know, you can do something that's offset to reach over to it. And then that pin is actually adjustable in multiple ways. And then there's a couple different more, maybe 2 different sizes. And he sent me some extra arbors and so forth. that get mounted on there. But I like this one. I'm going to use this one coming up in the video for that, because of the way it's, you know, it pushes in and out that way, you know, rather than up and down. So now, oh, there it goes. Yeah, so pull it back that way so you get the reach on it, and then lock it in. So setting up something that you want to clamp vertically, I could have an angle plate here on the table and then stand something up to make a square, and then lock this in to push it up against the angle plate and hold it straight. So I'm going to rig up something to do these tab and slots to get those square to the web gussets. So anyway, guys, I just showing you what I'm working on here. You'll see some more videos pop up here through, you know, of course, on this channel, all the you know, me rambling, showing you just kind of the unedited version, you know, of what we got going on. And then of course the other channel is edited videos, you know, really meant to try to you know, just target people that are interested in this topic or that topic, whatever. But these are more just, hey, here's what's going on, here's what's up. So I'm getting really busy, guys. I'm doing well, you know, it's going well. I just, you know, just continuing to try to figure out you know, the financial piece of it and making money at it. And you know, I know people, you know, hear me saying that, well, you know, $175 flag, that's $175 paycheck. Well, no, it's not. You know, it's that's $175 flag, but it's probably a $75 paycheck for, you know, the time and the materials and the paint that goes into it, and renting the paint booth and all that. And I'm not complaining, but people that are watching this channel that think that they might want to do what I'm doing and hear about these numbers floated around and think that that's your actual paycheck, well, you know, it's a lot less than that. So anyway, guys, not to keep rambling on here, I'm gonna let you go. I will talk to you later. See you guys. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by. If you're interested in seeing more of what we have going on around here, take a look at the center of the screen and click there to see some of our most recent videos and most recent content. Thank you, guys. Take care.